Greetings, Keishlings. Keishan Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia Chapter 233. I have an important announcement. After Tuesday's upload, I may be on a bit of a hiatus, as it were, for unknown amount of time. Things are going to get very chaotic because my uncle, who has cancer, is in the final stages, and who knows when his time may come, so we're going to have a lot of people going in and out, and I'm not going to be able to make videos. So I thank you for your patience, and yeah. Also, the One Piece and Promise Neverland videos will be up shortly, if not already. So, but yeah, let's get into the My Hero goodness, shall we? Let's see. I don't know what the name of the title or the chapter is called. Bright Future. Okay. Let's see. Toga, this whole time you never did let me measure you. I get it. You're a girl after all. But right now you'll have to endure it. Okay. Wait. He's going to make a clone of her then. Or at least one of the Twices is. I imagine it's the real one. I'm gonna measure you now. She's losing too much blood. Wait. Oh, maybe they're gonna do it for a blood transfusion. That could be interesting. I'm no doctor and I don't know about blood types and all that, but I'm gonna Yep. Okay, so that's. I swear it's always me, and just read a little more. But it was the first thing that popped in my head. So I'm gonna duplicate you and give you a blood transfusion from yourself. I'll measure. You shut up, doppelganger. No, I'll do it. Hell no, me. You go get her syringes. You guys have already made 2 of yourselves, right? I can still make clones, so I'll measure her. Now's not the time to be arguing about it. Toga's dying over here. We'll do it together. Such a pitiful nature. Just after Sad Man's parade. Let's see here. Okay, made the doppelganger, though they're in the same state as the original, so that's not going to be a good blood supply now, is it? I wish I could have cloned you while you were still healthy, but it's too late now that we've measured you in this state. Oh, okay, so then that just means whatever state you're first measured in, that's it. That's all he can make you in. That kind of sucks. That would explain why all of the Twices have the scar from when he was attacked in his past. Maybe. Or maybe he's the exception. Twice's double will always reproduce its target's appearance from the moment when the target was measured. Okay, so that... yeah, it's explaining it. Furthermore, the target's personality and memories are updated based on the last time Twice saw that person. However, those limitations do not apply to himself. Okay. Interesting. Your cute face is all beat up. I hope it'll heal. I'm sure Dobby can introduce her to a great plastic surgeon. I'll save her. No matter what. I guess that was a regular clone that was... uh-oh. Someone's coming. Because it's the Gorilla Men. Okay. So Skeptic is probably nearby. Go. What? What? Okay. It was a motorcycle man? I'm starting to realize I don't fully understand his powers. They're very weird. I thought he could take control of things that were human-sized, but he seems to morph them. I'll have to read up on that unless someone can care to partake in the info. It's been a flimmy morning. Let's see here. Go, 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 go. I know his exact location. Capture Bubaiga Wara. I swear that. Oh God, and he's got to say it twice. I haven't failed. I'm not saying it. I just said it. Then he's saying it more. You bastard. This is not a failure. Not a failure. Not a failure. Not a failure. Okay, so he's kind of gone psycho. Okay, and that gorilla man formed from a motorcycle he rode in on, I guess. Okay, flames and stuff going on in this part of the city. Spinner. A twice clone. Well, a couple twice clones at least. Now twice is take out that politician. You're loud. I like that. Huh? Who's saying that? Okay, that was twice. I see the little talk bubble tail now. Miss Curious has been defeated. That can't be. I've got no clue who Curious is, but she's probably one of their top brass. I can tell that those guys worship their leaders like gods. I see, so Hanabata rallies the people, like a bishop with his subjects. Okay, he's kind of going through all the information they've gathered up to this point. Because it was Mr. Compression who made that final observation. I'm sure they'll be pissed to see that old politician be targeted. He doesn't look that old, to be honest. Okay, so he's bum rushing through the people trying to get to the guy. My job is to lighten Shigaraki's burden, if only a little. Hey, Mr. Big Shot, the buffer isn't supposed to be out on the front lines. If you don't know how to play your role, you'll get blocked before you know it. Kids these days, I never understood their slang, but regardless of the meaning, your strategy to try and attack me was indeed correct. Okay, what? He just materialized that. Okay. Oh no, it's a speaker helmet, isn't it? Because I could see what looks like speakers now. Oh god. However, a man with weak superpower such as yourself cannot... Wait, what power does Spinner have? I want to know. Maybe we'll finally figure it out. Such as yourself cannot possibly make it come to fruition. Shuichi, Igi, or Ichi, or Iguchi. I swear the names. Detonarat produced 7th loud. This, well, is it because it's got 7 speakers? This will exhaust the soldier's stamina, but... Koku Hanabata, Liberation Code Trumpet. Oh yeah. Yeah, he gonna trumpet, alright. Superpower Incitement. That's a word you don't use in politics very much. We don't incite violence. Or you shouldn't incite violence. The special electromagnetic waves emitted by his voice uplift everyone who's... Oh. Okay. Everyone who has opened their hearts to him. Give them a physical and mental boost. The louder his voice is, that is, the stronger the vibrations in the air, the bigger the effect. Everyone deliver divine punishment upon our enemies. Or onto our enemies. Yeah. Okay, so they're getting stronger, but that's what he says, like, the stronger, and he's got it amplified now. Which, weird how that one piece of equipment is more amplified than the truck was, but whatever. Equipment can be that. Okay, Spinner can apparently climb on walls like a gecko. Okay. The best you can do with your superpower, gecko. I was freaking kidding. It was just the first lizard that came to mind. That's twice now. This chapter is to cling to a wall. Really? That's all he's got? You were one of those hikikomori shut-ins, weren't you? And you were bullied. So, what? Is that a school, or a town, or a village? So, why are you here now? You're lingering resentment towards the world. But I'm sorry to say, to me, you don't appear to be a person who can accomplish anything. Well, now we know why he uses a bunch of swords, I guess, because he doesn't actually have an offensive quirk. Okay, so things are going... Okay, that's when the tower fell. Okay. And they're both saying it. You already reached the tower? What are our soldiers doing? Oh, someone apparently can just make a hole in wall. I've got you now. Shin! Wait, Shin? Who's Shin? Gah! Oh, I guess Shin is whoever's shooting him? Spinner. Just the way he's kind of saying it, that's kind of what it looks like. But he's just stretching out the ner part. Everyone, go to the aid of our supreme leader. The League of Villains is attempting to violate our very soul. Soul. Son of a bitch. Shin! Wait, is that just a verbal tick then? You don't appear to be a person who can accomplish anything. I know that better than anyone, damn it. Okay, so he's being knocked about. Oh, he really was a shut-in. But I just got hit with this indescribable fever and I got restless. Excuse me. Was it party fever? I found or dance fever. But I found my passion, but I was only hopping on the bandwagon. So of course, I don't look like someone whose life is going anywhere. Even says wait, what did it say? You must die on the back of his little jersey there. Or tracksuit. But just what? I do know one thing. Unlike Toga, I'm not in love with anything. That's nothing I want to do. But there's nothing I want to do. Look at me. Go ahead and look at me with your preconceived notions. Even so, back then my heart was set on fire. Oh, that's when he saw Stain on the TV. Let's destroy everything. And then later I told myself I want to see the future Shigaraki envisions. I need to... Good Lord, his face in this panel. I need to enlighten Shigaraki's burden. I'm a little mid-class outcast. Or a little middle-class outcast. I guess mid-class still works, but whatever. Outcast who can't do jack without latching on to someone first. That's who I am. What's wrong with that? Huh? It ain't all bad, right? You liberation shitheads are the same as me, after all. Ain't that right, Mr. Politician? I mean, kinda. It's what he's doing anyway, because he can't directly do anything for, himself, so he has to have other people do it. Are you trying to say you're my equal? He's alive! I had a feeling you'd do that, Shigaraki. Okay, so, all the clones made the cushion. Okay, he is bigger than he was last time. I think I mentioned this in Zonin's video. Well, not in his video, but in his comment section. That I think our boy, Redestro might have a time release like Gigantum or Gigantism quirk going on. Or something like it. It's time release regardless. He's alive. I had a feeling you'd do that, Shigaraki. Were you always this big? No, you should know. He's leveled up to the next form of the boss because, every boss battle has to have multiple levels. Or multiple stages. Tell me, Detnerat, how do you feel right now? Hey, answer me. But more of what I said in that comment was that, the reason they want twice is to either replace him should he die because it takes a lot of time to get his quirk activated, and if he goes up against a strong enough opponent, they'll wipe the floor with him before he ever gets a chance to fully charge up. But then, if you make a bunch of those clones who can all do the same thing, then, yeah, getting, use them as distractions or have them all start charging up, and then whoever gets to fight the big bad that they're dealing with would be fully charged by that point. That was kind of my surmission of his quirk in the last chapter. Hey, answer me. How many soldiers were you bragging about having? 110,000 or something? You tried to rely on numbers while watching the battle from your little perch. We were already overmatched, but still you went through all the trouble to prepare the ideal environment to lynch us. But you never expected we'd make it this far, did you? After all that, how does it feel to be dragged down to Earth? Come on, answer me, Mr. CEO. He just calls him everything except his name. Okay, so he's destroying the ground, but he's jumping up into the air. Oh, part of his shoe got taken out, though. I think. Or maybe that's them. No? His decaying and spreading to things he hasn't touched. Gurren, we're getting out of here. Yeah. So, Gurren's noticed the evolution. I'm angry. Oh, okay. Well, Redestro just punched into the ground. I tend to keep all my anger bottled up, you see. It's my nature. That's how I ended up with this forehead. Okay. Also, could it just be that, like, when he uses his power, that, like, he has to bottle up emotions, maybe? That's maybe what he's hinting at, too? And then, you know, it takes time to, like, get them all out, maybe. But now he's just using it as an excuse for his bulbous head. You killed many of my soldiers on your way here, didn't you? Rikia Yosubasi, or Bashi. Liberation Code Redestro. And, oh god. Oh. Okay, well, part of Shigaraki's hand is gone. So he was able to do that. Was it these nasty little palms of yours that did it? Superpower, stress. As he builds up stress, he can convert it to power. The more he builds up, the bigger and stronger he becomes. Oh. Okay, so I'm not even going to give myself partial credit for that one then. Well, it does seem to, you know, be a time release, but that's hardly saying I guessed it right, so... but, oh god, he's just going on work on that hand, and he's just like, you know, like, pinch, pinch, and I'll destroy your hands, boy, so you can't use your powers. It's frickin' Chisake all over again. Daika City, outskirts. Why is there a traffic stop? There are currently sinister villains terrorizing the town. Okay, so you got people still it's Mr. Slipslide or whatever his name is. So sinister, in fact, that they destroyed the town's landmark. And amidst the fierce battle, disaster approaches the town. Earthquake? Oh yes, disaster's coming because it's got a name, Gigantomachia. My Hero Academia chapter 233, and also it's going to be on hiatus next week. Okay. Well, I guess that works out for me. But yeah, pretty good chapter. We got explanation on 3 quirks, technically. We know what Spinners is. It's Gecko. He can just walk like a gecko on walls and stuff. That would be useful. I mean, if you're really just an evasive type. So now we know why he uses all the swords and stuff. We got a little more into his backstory of being a shut-in, presumably with a bunch of other people that are of the mutant variety. Yeah, the explanation on the politician's quirk. He's known as, what was his name? Whatever. His code name doesn't matter, I guess. And he's got that cool piece of equipment. It looks pretty cool, to be honest, you know, with the amplifications, and then he can just boost his voice even more. Ooh, excuse me. This was something I thought about for Coda in his power-up video. Go watch that. Then, obviously, Redestro. We learned about his quirk and everything, and stress. It makes sense, I guess. Maybe that's why he killed the little mouse guy, the little bear dude, because he was stressed out and he had to release it. Maybe it causes it pain after a while. Who knows? Because, I mean, with all that was going on, you know, prior to him starting to transform, it would make kind of sense, you know? Also, a little more on Twice's quirk is that when he copies you for the first time or measures you, that is the only form of you that he'll ever be able to create. So that is very crucial. And Shigaraki's lost a hand, basically. So that's in itself bad. But yeah. good chapter. Had a decent flow to it. Nothing stuck too much. Things were progressing. So, yeah. Good chapter overall. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts on the chapter. Anything I might have missed, misunderstood. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. I stream on Twitch Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Upload the next day in that cycle. Obviously, I won't be doing that for about the next week, possibly. As stated earlier in the video. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Here's where you can find me. Links down below. Until next time, Keishlings, roll out!